Alrighty, welcome back. It is Monday, March 30th. I'm gonna go on a rant about lemon protein bars. I've come to really like them. I have found a new passion for lemon protein bars, and honestly, it's changed me this weekend. I fell in love with lemon protein bars. So if you guys are really having a bad day, have a lemon protein bar. I think they are absolutely amazing. And I'm currently having my coffee that I made from my percolator I just bought. So yeah, it's pretty good. Starbucks Blonde Roast, highly recommend it. Yeah, if you want to get those protein bars, I mean, you can get them anywhere really. Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Stop and Shop, ShopRite, Camp Call, any of those places, they'll definitely have it. Yeah, it rained all weekend. I didn't actually think that was even remotely possible, but it actually was possible. So here we are again on Monday, and it's going to rain again today too. So 3 straight days of rain. You know, we're just absolutely thriving right now. Anyways, all right. So we're going to get to our next chapter, Chapter 6, Solving Systems of Equations. And all that really means is that we're graphing 2 lines and finding their intersection. Like where those 2 lines intersect, because that is our solution. So I'm just going to make a note of that right there. So when it says solve each system by graphing, all that means is that they want us to find the intersection. Find the intersection of 2 lines. Sounds good? So that's what it means, and then that will be called our solution. So our solution is the intersection of 2 lines. So that's why I had you guys do a review work on Monday with graphing linear equations, because that's what we're doing here. And obviously, I'm not going to have you guys hand graph them. I'm going to give you multiple choice questions of them already graphed. But that's what this section is right now. Graphing system of equations by hand. So that's all I'm going to do right now. Is I'm going to graph for number 1 these 2 lines right here. Y equals negative 7x plus 4 being my blue graph. Y equals x minus 4 being my red one. So I'm just going to start for number 1, graphing the y-intercept of plus 4, because y equals 7x plus 4. My y-intercept is plus 4, so let's graph that. Right here, my y-intercept of 4. Now, I'm going to use the slope to find my other point, because I only need 2 points to graph these, and I already have 1. So my slope is negative 7 over 1, which means I'm going to go down 7 and right 1. So from that point I have up there, I'm going to go down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and right 1. So here we go. I have my 2 points now. I'll get my nice ruler out. It's a pretty cool ruler, I know. Alrighty, match those up. And close enough. Very nice, very nice. Get rid of my ruler. Draw my arrows. All right, next one. Y equals x minus 4. So in this case now, I need to plot my y-intercept of negative 4. And then my slope is 1 over 1. So I go up 1, right 1. That's all I'm going to go. Up 1, right 1. And whoa, look what I got here. Looky, looky, looky. Just graph these bad boys. Alrighty, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Good. So I have them both graphed, and clearly we could see an intersection of these 2 lines. I'm going to highlight it in my yellow pen right now. So where I have this yellow mark, that is where my intersection is, and that is my solution of this system. So my solution is what? Let's take a look. What is this as an ordered pair? 1, negative 3. So this is my solution to this graph, because that's where those 2 lines intersect. And that point is 1, negative 3. And for all these problems, that's how you write your answers. It has to be as an ordered pair. Sound good? So 1 and 2 are going to be the first part of my videos. And then 3 and 4 will be step 2, just to break up the videos, and because I'll need a coffee break in between these. Yeah, I love my caffeine. Let me just go through the steps real quick for you guys, just so you have something to look at. So step 1 is graph both equations given. And what we do first is plot the y-intercept. Second, use the slope to find your next point. Sound good? So that's step 1, like I did up there. I plotted my y-intercepts of each of those graphs, and I used the slope to find my second point. And then I draw my lines, draw my arrows, and we're all set in business. All right, so step 2 now is to find where both lines intersect. And then step 3, write your solution as an ordered pair. Sound good? So that's the steps we got right there. Step 1, step 2, and step 3. Pretty straightforward. Just graphing them, find where they both intersect, and write your solution as an ordered pair. Sound good? Let's take a look at number 2, and then I'm going to stop this video, and then I will get on to my next set of questions for my second part of the notes today. And like I said, for any of these videos, if you need to, skip through them, go through them, get to the main points. Obviously, you don't need me watch me graph these if you're good with the graphing, but I'm just throwing as much information out there as possible for you guys. So, number 2, I got these 2 graphs here. That'll be my blue graph. The bottom will be my red graph. Let's get to it. Start the blue one. All right, so y equals 5 over 3x plus 2. First, my y-intercept is plus 2. I'll start with that. Now, my slope is 5 over 3. But you'll notice on this graph, I can't go up 5 and I can't go right 3 because that will go off the graph. So instead, let's go, instead of going up 5, right 3, let's go down 5 and left 3, because that is the opposite. And we're just doing that so we can get both points on the graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Sound good? So I got my 2 points there. I'll graph these. I'm an artist now. I get it. I'm not bragging or anything. Good. Got my 2 lines. Now I'm going to graph my next one. Y equals -3. Remember, guys, that's a horizontal line. These are horizontal lines on the y-axis of -3. So I'll draw that line. Alrighty. Good. Draw my arrows. And we can see at the bottom here, bottom left in the 3rd quadrant, this is where my 2 lines intersect. So that's my solution. So my solution in this case is the point what? -3, comma, -3. That's underneath that red. So I'll write solution. -3. It's a terrible 3. My bad. Comma. -3. And that is my solution to this graph here. Sound good? So I'll just recap that one more time. When we are finding the system, we're solving each systems of equations. That means we are just finding the intersection of the 2 points, because that intersection is our solution. Sound good? So I'm going to pause the video there, tune into the second part of the video for step 2 of the notes, and that will be all for today. Like I said, skim through them as much as you need to.